Saturday. Green Monk, good morning. September. What's going on? How the hell are you? All right. Sorting through that, getting through that there. That's organized. We got that. That's a thing. Okay. Sort of organized this morning. Not really, but a little bit kind of. So that video, which one did I do last night? I don't remember. What video last night did I do? Oh, was it the vaulted rarities? Vault, yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, again, that's not really my thing. Um, Good morning, Spankies. Good morning, Vulture. Yeah, again, that kind of thing's not really my thing. But because I had so much like store credit where like it only cost me like 20 something bucks, I was like, sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, it's not it's just September. I wouldn't pay $100 for it either. In general, I wouldn't do that. But like I said, because I got that shop cash back, that's why I did it. And it was funny because I had like $80 in shop cash back, and I was like, oh, what should I buy for myself? Usually like when I have that, when it builds up after like whatever it is, a month or a couple months, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll buy myself like a booster box for myself or a couple packs or just something. And I saw that, I go, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity to give something like this a shot. And again, it is one, as I said, is one of those things a fair review? Oh, 100% no. Like I said, I could have pulled a Black Lotus, I could have pulled trash, but it wouldn't be a fair review. It'd just be, showing what's in it kind of a thing. And that's what it was, really. Hey, I mean, Mana Confluence is cool. The Eternal Masters pack, it was cool. It could have had like a Mana Crypt, but you can't base the pack on what it could have had. You can base it on the value of the pack, like I said. That's about it. But it was, I don't see that kind of thing as a long-term business. I just don't see it because again, too many people I think are going to get screwed. Well, again, there's more losers than winners. It could have been a boat. There's too many. When there's more losers than winners, it's not a good time. It's just not a fun time. That's not what people want to experience. So, again, it was cool to do it. I mean, sure, I got to open one. It was cool. I did. So it's cool. I did sort through. I think the $40 one isn't terrible. Yeah, $40 one's not terrible because you know what? The lowest value I saw was like 20, maybe 25. Um, no, I don't think that's their intention. But again, I think again, when you do, let's say remember we did pull boxes on the shows. So you have a pull box with 100 cards, and there's like four ceilings, and then maybe like 10 more cards that are like of value. Again, you have more losers than winners. And those are usually feel like, even when I would do pull boxes before and someone would pull like a floor, I would feel really bad, even though it's part of the game, but I would always feel like really, really bad. I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. I get it. If I ran a company like that, um, I would go on incredibly small gross profit margins, incredibly small because you're doing volume. Because again, if you sell what's a million divided by 100? 10,000. So at $100 gross, obviously this is gross, not net. But you sold 10,000 of those. That's $1 million in sales at a 5% return. That's a $50,000 return. That's I think reasonable. That's exactly, yeah. Floors can't feel bad. You know what hurts is when a floor is like a fucking bulk, some foil common that's worth like $2.01, and your floor is $2. You're like, what the hell is this? You know what I mean? Like, I get it. That's part of the game, and that's how you bring the average down so the cost is less for the winners. I get it. I understand how the process works, but it's just not my thing. You know what I mean? Share product for the games on air is compliant with terms of service and selling directly as a free for. Who is that, anyways? By the way, someone told me who that was. I just don't remember who it was. Oh, that's cash. Okay, I tell you what really bothered me more than anything was when we did those $40 bags and we had one hit and it was that beta Earthbind. It was damaged. Like it's a game changer. I just think that is a field bag. Cause I'm like, oh, cool, beta Earthbind. That's actually really cool. And I see it's damaged. I'm like, oh, like even that Mana Confluence I got, like it had a bend in both the corners. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I think again, they're gonna probably make a lot of money on it, which is cool, but I don't see it sustaining long term. I think it's a quick thing and they'll sell some, they'll make some money, and then they'll probably move on. My opinion. That's pretty sweet. Like that's pretty amazing. You know what I mean? But no, that's great though. I mean, you gotta hey, that's fantastic. It's a cool thing to do. Yeah, I guess I'm just not into those kind of things. As I said at the end of my video, I would rather gamble my money on random collections. I have way more fun gambling my money on random collections. And I went through the Australia, mate. I went through the collection from down under. I went through the freaking Australian collection yesterday, and it was pretty cool. It was actually extremely fun to pick through. Great ages on this set. It was on this collection. It was like Dark Steel, Mirrodin, Fifth Dawn. It was OG Zendikar. Then some newer stuff like Guilds of Ravnica and Ikoria, which is kind of weird. But it was a really fun collection to go through. I'm gonna start posting those videos in a couple of days. It's literally gonna be like a 5-parter because like each part was like 30, 40 minutes. And I'm like, I can't make this 2.5 hour long video. So I just made like I'm gonna do like 5 different parts. Um, but it was fun. It was fun to go through, and there were some cool gems in there. There was a couple like 40, $50 hits, which I was like, oh, okay, Um, when I expect to pull bulk, you know, it was mostly bulk stuff. It was mostly like, a lot of $2 to $5 hits, like a lot of $2 to $5, probably 200 $2 to $5 hits. Um, from them directly, but seeing the return Ederson label on the video means they're yeah. Hey, listen again. For them, doing their hustle, good for them. But I think that is straight up a lottery ticket. That's what it is, and that's not again personally, just me personally. It's not my thing. Or Rob 10, Dr. Tanuki. Good morning. But yeah, I was happy with the Australian collection. Really fun to go through. And actually, I've got so at some point later in the show, this is like I don't know, what is this, 150 cards or so from the collection, the Australian collection that I pulled out that are either rares or cards that I thought were like pullable, but everything is actually below like 50 cents. So I'm gonna auction all this later on for $1. just because. Just because. Stuff like rampant growths, bunch of rares in here. Again, yeah, there was some future sight stuff in there that was cool. Old school things like that, chromatic spheres, Wayfarer's baubles. So I'll auction this off. A lot of OG Zendikar lands are really beautiful. But yeah, I'll auction this off later. This whole stack and this whole stack for $1 later on. Love some of these old lands, man. But Dark Steel, Mirror, I love the art in that era. It's absolutely insane. So yeah, some of this is good playable small stuff and lots of rares and cool stuff. So I'll auction off this later. They're in Australian, mate. That's right, mate. Crocky. So yeah. It was fun though. It was a fun collection to go through. It was sitting there for like what 2 days, and I was just like, oh, I want to go through it, but I didn't have the time because my schedule was crazy and it was just a mess. So yesterday, I finally had some time, and I went through one part, paused it, walked away. Like 10 minutes later, I'm like, no, I gotta see what else is in there. I went back down, and I, like I said, I think I made 4 videos, and I gotta do one more where I'm gonna go through it and kind of show the value and how it did. Though what killed me was the shipping. Hugh Large Man, better than Hugh Jackman. Yeah, the shipping cost killed me for the Australian collection. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't impressed by the $290 shipping either. There were some loose cards flying around. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. But it was cool. It was a great collection. And I got another collection coming in next week from that auction that I bought, which I'm really excited about. That one I think is not going to be as much of like a searching through because I think it's fairly well organized, but it'll be cool to see it. There'll be some cool stuff in there I'm really excited about. The only thing new today, we have Outlaws Thunder Junction back in stock for collectors. Finally, after bouncing around the country for like a week. Should have been here literally like a week ago, but it's here now. Magic Bean and Dragons Collectibles. Good morning. And I think that's about everything else. That's nothing else really new. That's it for now. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything else I got in stock now, so I'm pretty good. Final Fantasy pretty soon though. 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks away from pre-release date. That is wild. So yeah, I gotta try to make a point to get the pre-release on the 6th. I really gotta make a point to get there. Good morning, Gideon. How are you? Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir. But yeah, I think oh god, I just as closer and closer we get, the more I'm excited about Final Fantasy and the cards, man. I cannot wait to play the precons. Collection was fun, man. Gideon, it was a lot of Mirrodin, Darksteel, Fifth Dawn, a little bit of Future Sights, a lot of OG Zendikar, and then oddly enough, some weird newer stuff like Guilds of Ravnica and like Ikoria. But it was two lots, so I'm getting maybe it was two collections. I'm not sure, but a lot of cool old stuff. Some very a couple of nice like 50 like 40. There's a one like $47 hit and like a $63 hit, which I was like, all right, sweet. So those are always bonuses when you get like big hits like those. Um, Not a crap load of like 10 and up dollar cards, maybe like 25, 30. But like literally like 150, yeah, easily 100, like $2 to $5 cards. A lot of that kind of stuff. The nice thing about like that era, like for example, like a common like Whisper Silk Cloak and Darksteel, I think I found like 8 of them. You know what I mean? Like those are the good things. Like only one Lightning Greaves, no Krark Clan Ironworks, no Fabricates, but like a couple of Isochron Scepters. It's like uncommon from Mirrodin just sitting in the bulk. Cards like that. Lot of that kind of stuff. A lot of that kind of stuff, which is good. And yeah, like I said, it's gonna be 4 videos for the collection. I'll do one more like a wrap up video. So it'll be like a 5-part collection. It was just a lot, you know what I mean? And it's nice too because there's some surprises. Like there was one part of the collection was literally like a shoebox with cards thrown in there. You're like, all right, well, this is gonna be garbage. There was actually some really good stuff in there. Like so, it was kind of weird. Like it was one of those collections where like literally any next card could be anything, which is that's what I look for is totally pickable, totally pickable. And again, it was a success as far as I'm concerned. As far as like, will I make my money back? I think I will. In order to get my money back, I think some of the stuff that's like a little more like $5 and up, I'm gonna have to like sell individually to really kind of penny pinch it to get my money back. Um, but it was just fun. It was really fun. I'll sell the bulk. So actually, it's funny because I was gonna put the bulk on the bay, and that's what I usually do with my bulk. I list say, hey, this is bulk. I always say it's leftover from a collection. Just commons, uncommons. I make it very clear. And I was gonna make a listing and run on the bay, but I realized next weekend I'm running a tag sale. So I'm putting it on a tag sale. It'd be more fun. So someone could be like, "Whoa, these magic cards!" I'd be like, "You damn right they are." Then they'll be like, "How much?" I'm like, "What's it worth to you?" And they'll say, "I don't know, $30." And I'd be like, "Done, man." Boom, that pays for my pizza for lunch. I like to have fun with shit like that. But no, it was exactly the kind of collection I want to find. Very cool era cards, not a lot of foils, like almost no foils, and not a lot of like what I want to find too is like those random like, oh, you happen to find like a foil Mirrodin like Lightning Greaves, like a cool pull like that. There's a few skull clamps, again, the commons, uncommons. Let me get the here, I'll show you. I'll show you the this is the $1 to $5 pile. This is the I already sorted it last night for value. So I made a 50 cents to 99-cent value for like just buy list can go in there. This is all between $1 and $5. Wait till you see these sleeves they have. These are old sleeves. It's just rough. This is all everything $1 to $5. Some really cool stuff. Lots of great playables. I mean, lots of great playables. Condition overall is pretty good. I'd say like the average is probably like LP across the board. Giant crab, that was nice. A lot of these again, the commons and uncommons from these sets, fantastic pullables. Yeah, absolutely. Again, this is like the smaller stuff, the $1 to $5 pulls. Nath, that was a cool mythic. Like these commons are worth like a couple bucks a piece, and there's like a bunch of them. Carrying feeders, a couple bucks a piece. Talismans, Whisper Silk Cloak. There's like probably like 8 of these in there. This is all great. Like probably again, this will probably all go straight to a buy list. Yeah, right. I mean, again, it's small stuff, but like the biggest thing, it was fun as hell to go through. It was just fun to go through. So close again. That one's damaged in the corner. Oop, oop. Alpha stats. That was a good. That's like a $4 uncommon. There's a lot of stuff like that. Slivers, little foil rare from OG's Zendikar. It's not worth much, but it's still pretty cool. Yep, exactly. Pitiless Plunderers, a couple of those. That was nice. Zakam is down to like $1. I didn't know that. I was like, oh, sweet as Zakam. I'm like, oh, it's only a freaking dollar. Like, all right, whatever. Power conduits, those are a few bucks a piece. Dragon Speaker Shamans, two or three of those. Yeah, two of those. Kadama's Reaches, Forgotten Ancients, classics right there. Steel Shaper's Gift, the OG. Another Whisper Silk Cloak. Another Whisper Silk Cloak. Whisper Silk Cloaks. Oh, some of these lands, these are nice. Clark Clan Shamans. And there was actually a couple of the islands from Unhinged too that were worth like $8 a piece. So that was like that was just the $1 to $5 stuff. You know what I mean? What is that? Probably 150 cards, 150 cards, whatever it is. You know, when I scan these fully for the actual value, again, whatever it is, I'm gonna assume about 50% for like a buy list return. So that stack, on paper, probably worth like what, $300 to $500. So I'll probably get half of that back ish, depending. I don't know, but there's some good stuff in there. Again, it was fun. It was fun to go through, and I had a great time, and I got to record it for all history. There's that. There's that. Ah. Vanilla blueberry coffee. It's flavor of the day. So, what's everyone's plans for the weekend? This is a rare occasion where I am working all goddamn weekend. I'm working Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It's a holiday weekend, and I'm not required all to work these days. And I'm working every day. These are those weekends where everyone takes the extra day off and gets a 4-day weekend. I'm working the whole thing. But after Monday, I'm on a staycation. Think of it, how many different hands some of these singles go through. Yep, absolutely. It's crazy. Shopping spree tomorrow. Awesome. That should be good. Anywhere fun? The cool thing was, like I said, a lot of these cards, it looks like they were just opened, sorted, and then thrown in a box 20 years ago. And then just they sat there, So many of those things just sat there in a freaking box. Green Monk coming in. What we got here, Green Monk? Let's do a Baldur's Gate. Yes, we can. We have, is that a fresh box? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a fresh case. Right. Fresh case. Do some Baldur's Gate action. She's a restaurant for lunch, and then Target spent his several gift cards. Five Below. Nice. I love Five Below. Five Below is such a cool place. You can find all sorts of weird stuff there, including magic cards. Green Monk, you tell me where. My choice? That's the L1. Clearly. That's the L1. All right. Best of luck, Green Monk. Laid back weekend. Nothing wrong with that. I'm going to work today to hang out with everybody for Memorial Day weekend because we'll be a busy weekend as I work in a grocery store. But I'm going to pull out the grill today and cook all the employees hot dogs and burgers. Etched Halson, Foil Mythic Minskin Boo. Very nice. We like those. Borderless Philosopher, Borderless Eldritch Pack, Etched Nira, Showcase Glunch, and your Borderless Foil Mythic Blood Money. Little Blood Money, Little Minskin Boo. Very cool. Yeah, I was in there early the other day to make one of the crew's breakfast. Now I'm going to make everyone else lunch. There we go. Good morning, Carmela. Good morning, Manchild. That's very good. Very good. Thank you, Green Monk. Oh, you know what video I got coming up tonight is the next Open Boosters one. I think I'm gonna stop there because this one from Open Boosters cost me $1,000. And I would only do it again if I doubled that. And I'm not doing that right now. I'm putting some money into Final Fantasy first. But I'm not saying I won't do it, but I'm probably gonna wait a little bit. I want to though. Like I really, really want to. but I'm probably gonna wait a little bit. After this collection I just bought, I got that auction collection that's coming next week, which I spent a lot of money on, and then the Final Fantasy stuff. I should probably wait. I should probably wait a little bit. Well, he does actually. It's through his YouTube store, but I think it's just like openboosters.com or something like that. I think it actually does. It's yeah, I think it's through openboosters.com or something like that. He's got some good prices, dude. Honestly, there's a few things I want to grab for my show, which I need to, but I just haven't because like I've got some in stock, but like, oh yeah, they're like best buds. Yeah, they're like best buds. Him, those two, and Edwin the Magic Engineer. I love Edwin the Magic Engineer. You ever watch his videos? He seems like a good guy. So Edwin the Magic Engineer, check him out. He made a video several years ago, right? I mean, he's a player, right? He's a player and a old school collector, and he's not like a crazy rich guy like Open Boosters or Rudy, but the guy's he's very well off. Like but he was showing how he sorts his collection. This is several years ago, and he had like cabinet drawers and like cabinet drawers like dresser drawers, and it's all sorted out. And his goal is to have 4 copies of every card so he can make decks with them, right? And it's all sorted out and it's all like in a computer and it's all like this is an engineer organizing magic cards. And it's just like very cool, you know what I mean? And like I said, he's just a big player, collector. I always liked his videos. They're simple, but I really like them. Michael Boomer Sooner, good morning. I did it. I won. I beat Brenner. Oh. I woke up and I'm sore because I'm old. I'm waiting for one more package to come in so my old school deck is ready to play. There's always one when you buy singles on like TCP. There's always one straggler. There's always one envelope where you're just waiting for it. You're like, son of a bitch. Good morning, D Tom. How are you? Excuse me. Marlon, good morning. Let me pin something up here. What should we pin up? I was doing an autograph signing not too long ago. Excuse me. Sorry. Pin some Commander Masters. That's always a fun one. I know. I should. Well, I tell you what, that gauntlet of power that you got would be great in it, right? Is that the one for it gives you +1/+1 to red creatures and like you add more red mana? Isn't that what it does? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, that would be perfect for it. Time Spiral for Mana Mischief. English, where is it? Right here. Oh, you know what, buddy? You get fate packs. You get fate packs right at the end of the box. Best of luck. You get fate packs. No, I built it so budget, it's like stupidly budget. Just because I want to just get a deck and start playing with it. Best of luck, man. I missed you. But I want to build some more ones. Like I said, next week when I got like doing my staycation, I'll probably have some time to build some decks. Imperiosaur, Arcblade, and your Avenger with your Mangara and a Retro Angler. Warrens. Reaches, Wipe Away, the Axe, Murrigan of Petroglyphs, Retro Monastery. I'm sorry, Mystic Monastery, and your foil common Ichor Slick. I don't know if I put that in there or not. I don't remember. I got it over there. I don't remember. Time Ender, Stone Cloaker, Sliver, Summer's Pact, and your Retro Trinket Mage to finish the box. I can't remember if I did or not. That's a good question now. Now I'm wondering. I got it set up over there. I'm just waiting for that one package to come in. I haven't looked at it since. It's really budget and janky and stupid, but it's just to play some old school fun. Is yours built ready to go? Your Homerid deck? Thank you, man. of Mischief. That's you, buddy. Next TSR is fresh. You should, dude. I know Joe's got a deck ready to go. Mine will be ready to go. We'll play some old school games. Change the pace of it a little bit. Slow everything way down. Go back to the old school, the old art, the old feel. Joking fun cards. Classic counter spells and lightning growths and giant growth. Lightning bolts and giant growths. And healing salves, the way magic was meant to be. When Shivan Dragon hits the field, it's a game ender. uh well, so the oh, probably. I haven't tried. So on with CapCut, I threw on some AI music, and the first time I did it, it hit me with a copyright. So I'm like, what the hell? So I deleted the video, then I redid it without the music. The last shorts compilation I did, um, the last shorts compilation, I did AI generated music, and it hit me with a copyright. I'm like, what the hell? So I just edited the video, deleted the music, and then uploaded it. I was like, what the hell? So I I don't know. I can't predict it how they do these things. I think I have another video coming up. Wait a minute. I have another video set to go live. Hold on. There's a shorts. Okay, tonight is the mystery box promotion. Which is tomorrow. I have another shorts compilation where I put music in. Listen. So it's just AI generated music, and like that should be fine, but I won't know until it goes live if I got changed or not. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I can't. I did get one the other day when I played the Rocky theme, but I expected that one. Let's see. People have some weird stuff in YouTube chat. I'm reading it right now. Time, open it. No, that's not for sale, brother. Not right now. Do I like Sonic? I like Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. I wasn't a Sega guy though. I was a Super Nintendo guy. Where did I steal these from? Oh, just they fell off the back of a truck. I do not play Pokemon Corn Dizzle. You know that. All right. Mana for a mystery 2. We'll do that. Where is it? Over here. 2 on the left, 1 in the middle, 1 on the right. Went to main LGS for Final Fantasy pre-release. They usually do register, but so they don't know how many they will get or how much it's going to be. They know how much it's going to be. They canceled your pre-order deck? Oh, then I wouldn't even go to them, man. I wouldn't even give them your business for your pre-release. Go somewhere else. Yeah, I think it's around this time now we're gonna start seeing people, different stores cancel for releases and things like that. I haven't ordered any more Final Fantasy like this past week. I've been just kind of waiting. Um, there's your Scourge Knight, the Afterlife. We got the Peafowl, Augury, Crocodile, Oubliette, Nulls, Raptor, Bushwhack, Packmates, Slivers, Silumgar, the Drifting Death. It's a dragon, white bordered Thespian Stage, and your Kobolds of Kirkheap. Very cool. I mean, that's like the perfect token card right there. Yeah, and the regular stores, they won't know until like literally like next week, like the week before pre-release. Thank you, Mana. The way I understand it is like they don't know until like last minute. Like a lot of them don't even get their stuff until like Wednesday, 2 days before pre-release. That's the way it was kind of told to me. Morning, Exo, Ghostly Prison. Good morning. So, all these pre-orders that happened months ago, that was literally just like a hope and a wish because no one has any idea. But these bigger stores that, like pre-order like 200 collector boxes, they're probably going to get them, but they don't get it till last minute. They'll know like next week what they're getting, but then it's got to come in. It's going to be interesting. That's for damn sure. Crumbs doing 12 time sprouts. It's a fresh box, man. It's a fresh box. All right, Crumbs. All right, Crumbs. Where to, brother? Let's get the trophy. Let's pass on the trophy. This is first printing too. Look at that. Awesome. All right, best of luck, Crumb. You tell me where. Left, just a whole left stack. I think this is like this. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep. All right. So this see that for this set, this means this was the first printing for the set, first print run of this Time Spiral Remastered. You can tell where it's printed and all that. Here we go. Best of luck, Crumbs. All right. Walk the Aeons Retro Trigon Predator. Come on now. Does it? Pongify, Pyromancer in the pools, Draining Welk, Retro Palace Jailer, and your foil uncommon. Rebuff the Wicked. Very nice uncommon right there. Oh, is that what you meant? Okay. Nimbus, Domains in the Time Bender, Thelianite Hermit, Hollow One, and a foil common Reckless Worm. Not me. I think you're the one that said it. I just understood it. Joyer the Get To, and a retro Yawgmoth. We like retro Yawgmoths. Top load that bad boy. Bad boy. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We like those. Those retro Thoughtseizes are beautiful. I think I've pulled 2 of the foils. Those are hard to get. Shock, Krosa, Ukor, Boom and Bust, and a retro Lingering Souls. 2, 4, 6. One more. It's funny because it's hard for me to find like volume TSR nowadays. Usually I'm buying like a box or 2, and that's about it. Life and Limb, retro Young Pyromancer. It's not like before where like there were cases everywhere. It's just not a thing anymore. Now I'm buying like a box here, 2 boxes there, a box there. It's like, oh. Morning, Ebs. How are you? Okay. Good Yawgmoth there. Bunch of really cool smalls. Let's see what else we can get. We got your Parasite, the Jailer, and the Dust. Sudden Spoiling with a retro Path to Exile. Come on now. Come on now. Rage, Riders, Assassin, Venser, Retro Dovin's Veto, and a foil common Q-Site. That's not it. That's not a retro foil ponder. We got your Spellburst, the Monstrosity, and the Sliver. Come on. Magus the Future, Retro Nature's Claim. Come on. Come on. Where's the spicy stuff? The Crusader, the Sliver, and your Delay. Tolaria West, Retro Stinkweed Imp. Come on. 2 more. 2 more. Come on. Murmurs, Sliver, and your Stone Cloaker. Swarm Yard with a retro containment piece. Oh, this left side is being rough, man. Oh, don't you love that when that happens? Gaia's Anthem, Salt Blast, Imperiosaur, Magus of the Moon with your retro Bedlam Reveler. Damn, that left side was not very friendly. Crumbs. I think you just primed up the box, dude. Nice Yawgmoth, a bunch of other cool smalls, but nothing else too wild. Left did tell you that, man, 100%. Jesus. It's like, I'll show you left side. I'll show you left side, buddy. Come on. Okay. Crumbs. 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 Thank you, Crumbs. All right. Still a bunch of cool smalls in there, but nothing wild, unfortunately. Looks like we're gonna go to EXO for EXO 2 MH2s and a Commander Legends. Absolutely. Yeah, those are some fun ones, man. Commander Legends. And I'll tell you, you're still grabbing. Let's do Yavi's. I'll do Yavi's 1 Omega real quick while you're doing your stack. Yavi. Foundations. Are you ready? All right, Yavi. You got it, pal. Exo, I'll get you perfect. Uh-oh. I got an open bottom here. We got an open bottom. Hold on. Open bottoms. That happens with these Omegas sometimes because they get thrown around a little bit. See if, and we'll look for crimps too, obviously. All right, here we go, Yavi. Leaky bum. All right, here we go. Yavi, best of luck. Borderless Foil, Sky Knight Squire. Borderless Abyssal Harvester. Borderless Kaikar. Foil Mythic Progenitus. We like those. Those are pretty good. Now you got to build it. And your foil rare Trickster. Hawks. Any Hawks. Hawks. Think twice about getting Hawks. No Hawks. Nice Progenitus, though. A couple of the cool smalls. Couple of cool smalls in there. Thank you, Yavi. That is you. We're going to go hot hands for everything for EXO. So it was, we'll go with the first one there. MH2, do I have one open? That's the question. Do I have an MH2 open? I do. 2 of these. Ikoria Japanese, yeah. All right, I'll do it. Let's do it. Let's do it just like that. You ready, buddy? Then Crumb's going back into the box. All right, let's see. EXO. Last Ikoria box I have, too, in this case. And again, I think once I'm done with this case, I'm going to go back to the Japanese ones because you get those extra hits in the back as far as like the Mythic Commander. I forget what his name is. He's one of the partners. You get those Godzilla cards. Borderless, the Kogla, the ape, right? Foil rare, that guy. Couple comic book cards. Narset kicking the competition. What are you? Foil uncommon in the back. Which one is that? Non-foil. Which one is this? It's the dragon. It might be. I think it should be. Dirge bat? I don't know. I'm not sure. Dirge, is it? Okay. No triumphs, unfortunately. That's why I like the Japanese ones. They have the exclusive arts for those. There are some very specific ones like the Mecha Godzilla you can only get from there. It's pretty cool. MH2, Helix, the Imp, the Aerialist, Sun, Torque, Vance, Etch Swamp, Borderless Necrogoyf, Dreadmaw, Borderless Mythic Chatterfang. That's pretty cool. Like that. Retro Foil Agony, Showcase Foil Avenger, Etched Flame Rift, Etched Retro Kavu, and your Borderless Foil Shardless Agent. Beautiful card, but nothing crazy, unfortunately. Yes, there is. Yeah, like the Mecha Godzilla you can only get in the Japanese packs. There's a couple more. I forget exactly which ones they are, but I always remember the Mecha Godzilla one. Oh, excuse me. It was like, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Helix, the Imp, Aerialist, Sun, Salvage, Essence, Etched Mountain, Borderless Misty Rainforest. We always like fetch lands. Imp, Showcase Persist, Retro Foil MH1 Throwback to File, Retro Foil Relay, Etched Retro Curiosity, Etched Chainer, and your Showcase Foil Mythic Archon of Cruelty. There's a good one right there. That's a good pack. We'll take that, man. 2 good hits there. Good stuff. Okay. Yeah, Archon's nice. Especially that Showcase. I love the Showcase Foil version of this set. Commander Legends. Here we go. Colossus, the Doomsayer, the Fertilid, Searchlight, Pack Beast. Sometimes the ink is light on these. This ones are really nice. Rig Crew, Emoti, Alaru, Foil Rare Slash the Ranks, Borderless Non-Foil Abrade, Borderless Mythic Profane Transfusion, Etched Uncommon Kangi, Etched Mythic Kaidel, Chosen of Krufix. Very cool. Good one right there. And your Etched Rare Nostro for your legendary creature. Your Chimera. Your Chimera. I love the Kaidel. Very nice. For EXO. Here we go, brother. Thank you, EXO. No triumphs, and it's always rough when you don't see triumphs in Ikoria because that's like they're usually triumph heavy. EXO. There we go, bud. Crumbs. We're gonna go with another stack. Let's do it. That goes there. Crumbs. Where did I put it? Over here. All right, you got the middle and the right. The right side. All right. Let's move this away. Make sure there's 12 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right. That leaves us the middle of the box. Good morning, Stinking. Here we go. Crumbs. How's it going, Stinking? The Rage, the Monstrosity, and the Stone Cloaker Mythic restore balance, and a Retro Tassiger. Let's see. The Burst, the Death, and the Imperiosaur Mythic Gauntlet of Power, Retro Team Ascendancy, and your foil Uncommon Consideration. I can't complain, man. I can't complain. Mentor, the Sliver, and the other Sliver, Gemstone Caverns. Like every box lately has had one of these. Like every box, and a Retro Bajuka Bog, and a foil Common Fortify. Awesome, 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 dude. Great, great, great hit. Gemstone Caverns, Urborgs, all those who will take them all day long. Fantastic. Love it. Okay. The left side was a little make up for right now. The Fetch, the Murmurs, and the Smallpox, Dryad Arbors. We take those. Retro Fibblethip. Okay, this box is starting to warm up now. That left side was just a rough side. The Anthem, the Elemental, and the Slag Heap. Flagstones, nice. Retro Woodlands. I got further into Final Fantasy VII last night. I was like, I had some time and I was exhausted. So I'm just going to chill and play some Final Fantasy, and it was fantastic. Rada, Retro Spyglass. I'm not super far. I'm only like a couple hours in. I just started playing it again, but I was like, you know what? I got to play some Final Fantasy VII. And it's funny because I'm remembering like, oh yeah, like you know why I love and hate RPGs is because like I am the kind of person where like if I'm wandering through an area, I look at every goddamn crevice. Like I make sure I look at every crevice to find something. If there's, I leave no stone unturned in RPGs. Angel of Salvation, Retro Vandal Blast, and your foil rare Life and Limb. Like that probably takes up half my time. Is just looking everywhere for everything because you got to get all those extra potions. You gotta. Salt Blasts, Rough and Tumble, Nice Rebuff the Wicked, and your Pact of Negation. We like take those in a Retro Inspector. 4 more. There we go. Dryad Consideration, the Step, Angel's Grace, Retro Talrand, and a foil Common Thrill of the Hunt. That's what this is about. It's the thrill of the hunt. But the finding it would be nice too. Rumbler, Meteor, and the Grip, Mythic Achroma, Retro Dismember. We like those. 2 more. Firepire, good morning. The Enslave, the Sliver, and the Hydra, Keep, Retro Manifold Key, Last Pack Magic. Karavek, Retro SRAM, and a foil Uncommon Riders. Gemstone Caverns, very nice. A lot of other good smalls, but still no retro foil. Still no retro foil. Third of the box left. Right? Crumbs? It's like, god damn it. At this point. At this point, it's like, well. Thank you, Crumbs. What we hit? Like 4 mythics so far, I think. 3, 4. Chroma Gauntlet. What's up, Risky? How are you, bud? Tenacious. Where did I just put MH2? Right here. Left or right? You're leaving a fate pack behind. 4 Tenacious. Left. Best of luck, Tenacious. 1 pack left in the MH2 box. That's it. That's it. Journey, Courier, Raise, the Cobra, Necromancer, Shikari, Etched Swamp, Borderless Unmarked Grave, Headliner, General Ferris Rockrick for your showcase. Very nice. Retro Foil Ornithopter of Paradise. Showcase Foil Edict, Etched Greed, Etched Rare Charlotte's Agents, and your Retro Foil MH1 throwback, Plague Engineer. Beautiful card. Plague Engineer. Crumb's going for it. Yeah, why not at this point, right? All right, Tenacious Z. All right, Crumbs. Crumbs is going for it. Got the whole box. Dude, I hope you get something crazy out of it. All right. Thank you, Tenacious. Right here. All right, man. Next TSR is fresh. Best of luck, brother. Uh-oh, that got stuck. Here we go. Here we go. The Boa, the Reaches, and the Devourer, Pact of the Titan, Retro Eternal Witness, and a foil Mythic Restored. That's like the second box in a row we've gotten a foil Mythic there. Foil Mythics are very hard to get. That's not the one you want, but it's still pretty cool. Ideally, you get a foil Gemstone Caverns, but the Knight, the Factory, and the Aromancer, Slaughter Pact, Retro Bloodbraid Elf, and a foil Common Sliver. Hobo Reunion, good morning. All right, Crumbs. Come on, Crumbs. The Worm, the Axe, and the Mycon, Jaya Retro Cloud Shredder Sliver. How's it going, Hobo? Come on now. The Hunter, the Teachings, and the Plume, Miri Retro Anger. Come on now, Crumbs. Come on. Guide, Thallid, Entity, Lotus Bloom, Retro Thoughtseize. Absolutely gorgeous, man. These are so beautiful. We've been pulling a lot of these lately. Not the foil ones, but these we've been getting. Is this what you're looking for, though? This was the hunt? That's the wrong sleeve. Need the small sleeve, not the big sleeve. Big sleeve, don't like these very well. Yawgmoth, Gemstones, Retro Thoughtseize. Okay, still no retro foil yet either. You want 500 of them? They are gorgeous. We got your Burial, the Elemental, and the Reef. Sengir, Retro Trinket Mage, and a Retro Foil White card. Sigil of the Empty Throne. Gorgeous. It's a gorgeous card. Gorgeous card. Not the Ponder, though. Not the Ponder. Okay, we're going to keep rolling on. They did, right? That's just a misprint. They used the wrong color ink, too. Peregrine Goblin Wrath, Mangara, Retro Hex Mage. We got here. Oops. I did that wrong. Damn it. Damn it, I did that wrong. Okay. Come on now. Let me see an Urborg. Let me see a Sliver. Maybe a Chroma's Memorial in the close. That'd be nice. All right. 5 left. We got your Recluse, the Drake, and the Sliver. Greater Gargadon, Retro Abrupt Decay. I like the Abrupt Decay. Yeah, Memorials are always nice, man. That's like, what, a $25, $30 hit now? Rats, the Jin, and the Mycologist. Sarah Avenger, Retro Mystic Sanctuary, and a foil Common Pit Keeper. 3 left. Isn't that crazy to say it like that? Kavu, nice keen sense. We take those. Force Mage, Pulmonic Sliver, Retro Feather. 2 more. I still got a few of those 30th anniversary. I would love to be able to pull, not even just a black list, but like a Power 9. I think would be a really cool thing to be able to pull live. Encore, Gargoyle, and the Sliver. Reiterate, Retro, Stonehorde, Dignitary, Last Pack Magic. Isn't it nuts to say it like that, though? Well, haters will say it's not a real black list. Haters will say it's a proxy. Damnation in the close. Very, very nice hit right there. And a Master of the Pearl Tridents. Honestly, ended up being not a bad box. You know, I'd say right down middle of the road. Thoughtseize, Damnation, Urborg, Yawgmoth, Retrofoil, and a bunch of other cool small stuff. I'd say a good mid-range box. Good mid-range. There's nothing wrong with that box whatsoever. Right down the middle, I would say. It felt a little slow in the beginning, that's for damn sure, but then it sped up pretty good. Yeah, I think it's a very good, average, mid-range box, Crumbs. Full of goodies for you. Thank you, Crumbs. I'm down to my last 2 boxes of TSR. English. Yeah, you get. I mean, again, you get a lot of good stuff. Get some value for sure. Great playables. Crumbs. Good morning, Lilpo. Or Luke. Good morning. I know, right? But I was just saying it's tough because okay, last pack for Tenacious, last pack Magic. It's tough because like I said, it's hard for me to find cases anymore. Now I'm like buying like a box from this person, a box from that person, and so it's like, all right. There's plenty of times where like I see someone with like 18 boxes, like 3 cases. I'm like, all right, I'll just grab all 18, and I'm good for a bit. And now it's like it's tough to find. Tenacious, last pack Magic. Next MH2 Collector's Fresh Strike, Revolutionist, Taste the Bridge, Smog Salvage, Familiar, Etched Forest, Borderless Diamond Lion, The Salvaging, Showcase Mythic Grist, Retro Foil MH1 Throwback, Talisman of Creativity, Showcase Foil World Weary, Etched Retro Rootwalla, Etched Retro Yavimaya Cradle of Growth. That's beautiful. And your Showcase Foil Thought Monitor in the back. It's funny how all these etched ones, they're all off-center printing. They're all off-center printing. Thank you, Tenacious. Adding that to your bag, brother. We roll on. We roll on. Next MH2 is fresh. Oh yeah, people are going to start holding steel again. Yeah. Well, it's been it's been what now? 5 years, just over 5 years since collector boxes have been released, and that was enough data to kind of like talk about it and think about it, and you realize that again, it's only been 5 years. That's not long term. But in just 5 years, we've seen a lot of movement and things like that. So I think people really are going to start holding collector boxes again, which is a good thing because if we want to rip them, we got to give them people's collections. And that's where I go. So there's that. Sorry, look at something real quick. All right, there we go. Here's another game I've had a personal grudge. Bro, what's the first? Sorry, I'm just reading some of the YouTube stuff. Bro, what's the first live comment? Yeah, I know. There's some people that just do inappropriate things on there. It's just that's YouTube for you, man. There's people just want to do inappropriate shit. Oh, do you guys want me to do here? I'll auction all this off for $1. As I was saying, this is here. I guess this is a little spoiler, tiny spoiler. This is from the Australian collection, mate. So the Australian collection, which I recorded yesterday, which I'll start releasing the videos in like 4 days. It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 parter. It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 parter. But this is so after I pull everything out, all the pullables, that was either like a rare I thought was cool. I scanned through them and basically anything that was like worth 50 cents and up, I kept for like either buy listing or whatever. All of this is is worth less than 50 cents a piece, and I'm gonna auction this whole thing, 150 cards or so, for like for $1. So I'm gonna flash through them right now, and then we're gonna auction it. I love these OG Zendikar lands. Slivers. There's some slivers. Lots of rares. Again, lower end rares. But if you want to add a bunch to your collection, you can right here. A few foils. Rogue's Passage. Profane Procession. Some Ixalan stuff. Rivals of Ixalan stuff. I'm about to auction all this for $1. And you can take it all. Slagworm, Decoy, some Darksteel stuff, Mirrodin stuff. Very cool. A lot of it's in really good condition too. Like it's really good condition. It was just like put in here and then just forgotten about. Oh, absolutely, Gideon. So yeah, this is all this. Some mythic small stuff, and then little stuff like this, like see like a Gruul Signet. Like it's not worth anything, but it's a good grab for decks. Crap load of rares that just weren't quite Paradoxical Outcome. Mythics. It was funny, Giesing Geralf. It's funny because I was gonna throw this all in like a box and forget about it. I'm like, I'd rather have someone take it. Maybe they can play with them or whatever. Split cards. Pull from Tomorrow's. A little Eldritch Moon action. Good old Rampant Growth from 8th edition. Angel Salvation, Future Sight, Scourge, Onslaught stuff. Love the commons like Darksteel Ingots, Future Sight, rares from Amonkhet. All this. We're set the whole thing for $1. Conqueror's Pledge. No, there were no foils, unfortunately. Chromatic Spheres. I love the old Chromatic Sphere arts. Shooting Rats, very cool thing right there. Burning Sun's Avatar, more Darksteel Ingots, Hollows, more Shooting Rats. A lot of full art Zendikar lands. OG Zendikar. Love those. A lot of full art Zendikar lands. A little foil from World Wake. Thought Dissector. Another Rampant Growth. Arbor Elves. Iron Mirrors. All right, so this whole thing that you just saw, it's going up for auction for $1. I'll run it for like 2 minutes. There you go. It's running. All those cards I just showed, there's 2 huge stacks of cards for $1. Nothing is worth more than 50 cents. It's all smalls, but a lot of playables, a lot of rares, a lot of things like that if someone wants all of it. I figured that'd be the fun way to do it. And I saw someone grab a pack. E-Train, VIP. Hell yeah. E-Train, give me a minute and a half. Let's finish this auction. Then we're going to do that, brother. VIP. So it's for all those cards you saw. Oops. Again, condition overall is pretty good. Probably 150 cards, if I'm guessing, ish in that range, whatever it is. Bro, Flush, good morning. These sleeves, the team bag sleeves. Here, I'll show you. These right here. They're the graded card sleeves, the thick ones. I think it was Kelby that told me about these a while ago. I forget who. I'm sorry. I apologize. I forget who it was told me about these. Ironically enough, Crumbs, I actually just made a YouTube video about all my supplies and stuff. And it was just on my mind. I'm like, yeah, let me just show them and explain it because some people might not know. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. I actually made like a 20-minute video. I thought it was gonna be like a 5-minute video and it'd be in 20 minutes. I just kept talking. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I was happy with it. I really was. Did you? Cool. And again, I know everything was perfect, but I think it's a good system. I think Gideon, $10, perfect, awesome, man. Enjoy all this cool small stuff. What I used to do before is like all the bulk rares. I would still send them into I would still send them into like conduit of cards. So I'm like, it's a rare. Maybe they'll give me something for it. I realized like it really wasn't. It was just kind of a waste. So I'm just gonna do them on here from now on and have fun with them. All right, E-Train. All right, E-Train. Oh, it's been a little bit since we've done one of these guys. I need them up for a flea market. People picking up 20 to 50 cards stacks. I like to be able to. Oh yeah, they're perfect for those. Still on a serial drop, man. It's been now it's officially 3 weeks. Today being Saturday. It's officially 3 weeks on a serialized card. All right. L1, L2, R1, R2 for each rain. No, I have not. No Karlov. Hot Hands, that's the L1. And I assume we're ripping it, right, E-Train? Yes, sir. I think it might have been, yeah. It's been a few weeks, man. Like we've been and Brothers War has not been given any serialized. Only got 2 boxes left of Brothers War Collector. Like I'm almost out. It was funny because last time I bought some, I had a bunch, and I thought it was gonna last me forever, but they're gone. Yep, E-Train, that's right. If there's almost no in between with these. Best of luck. VIP Double Masters. Whew. OG 2020. Here we go. Fortify, Sift, Inspector, the Axe, the Might, Urza's Tower, Picker, Masses, Star, Guild Pact, the Hex Mage, Engineer for the Uncommon, Riddlesmith, Flame Fiend, Enlarge, Prism, Shaman, First Rare, Master of Ethereum for rare number 1. Rare number 2, Rico of 2 Reflections. I'm trying not to show the edges. Rico of 2 Reflections. Okay. Borderless Stoneforge Mystic. I love this art. It's so nice. That is such a beautiful card. We've seen this several times. Is it going up? What's this one going for? Probably a decent hit, right? And a doubling season. What a great pack, dude. Wow. Borderless foil doubling season. Stoneforge Mystic. Love the lands. Foil lands are a mountain and a swamp. Look at that. Look at that, man. Awesome. 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 Doubling season of Stoneforge Mystic. Two great hits in that spot, dude. Two great hits in that spot. E-Train, very nice. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thanks, brother. Rico's cool. Master of Ethereum, it is really nice. That was a good pack, dude. We'll take that for sure. Okay, E-Train. Awesome. Thank you, bud. That case is officially open. I love to get all these lands, which is nice. Okay. Awesome. E-Train. All right, we're gonna move on to Kawhi Oni for a Domri. Yeah, we like Domri. 2 on the left, and I think that looks like 6 on the right. Morning, Corvette. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Me pick? I got this guy right there. All right. Yeah, you know what's I realized I was talking about like the mail being delayed. I think my mailman's on vacation. And so I'm getting all these random folks that are not doing their job. Retro Foil Arborea. Borderless Mystic Remora, we like those. Retro Phantom Neshoba, and your foil, Rare Denizen of the Deep. Dragon Whelp, the Seer, nice retro counterspell, and a beautiful retro foil Plains. Mystic Remora is cool. Rabble. Rabble, rabble. Thank you, Kawhi. Use carrier pigeons. Hey, whatever works. Whatever works. Whatever works. Risky gonna do a Murders at Karlov Manor. We haven't touched that in forever. I feel like Strixhaven, that's Tarkir. Karlov? Where are you, Karlov? Where are you, Karlov? There you are. 1 on the left, 2 on the right for Risky. Hey, I like Wheaties, but my thought is, why have Wheaties when you can have Frosted Flakes? Right? Just saying. Just saying, Frosted Flakes are better. There we go. Showcase Foil Prophet, the Master Sleuth. Showcase Izoni. Borderless Commander Veiled Ascension. Borderless Performer, and your foil rare Case of the Stash Skeleton. 2 Fanatical Strengths. Beautiful Forest. Slimes? Any slimes? No slimes for Risky. Sorry, that wasn't the one. You ever see $20 bill? Oh, wee man. That was a great scene, Jonathan Stewart. Oh, I haven't seen that movie in a while. We saw that movie when it came out, right? It was my brother's birthday, and it was like he turned like 12 or some shit like that. And so like me and him and like 4 of our friends went to go see the movie. And I remember my father brought us. And of course, we're like 10, 11, 12-year-old kids. And so he sat, in the couple rows behind us while we just enjoyed the movie. And he probably thought like, oh my God, my kids are a bunch of stoners. We weren't though. It was just like, it was a funny movie. Risky, killing the box. All right, Risky. Let's see what we can do, Karlov. Let's see what we can do. Borderless Foil Robbery. Showcase Reenact the Crime. Borderless Mythic Commander. Dog Detective. Borderless Gatekeeper. And your foil rare Drag the Kid. Come on, where's the lands? Mountain Slimes. Slimes? No slimes. Come on now. Elegant Parlor. I hope I pull 7 in this next one just for you. Come on, give me 1 land at least, so we can at least trade it for the Elegant Parlor. Butternuts. I forgot about that. Butternuts. Come on. Showcase foil. Rakdos. No numbers. Damn it. Beautiful, though. Showcase Atrata. Borderless Commander Mob Verdict. Borderless Memory and your foil rare deadly cover up. No lands, man. Island Slimes. Damn it. I know. I like the art is fantastic in those. Damn it, man. I'm sorry. No lands. Yeah, right. That was a rough end of the box. Those weren't good fate packs. Well, next Karlov's fresh. What's over there? What's
Okay, so here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to use.
what is that empty stack over there?
Then we're going to use a stage select code. That way, we can go back to level 3.
There's an empty stack on my shelf. I'm trying to figure out what goes there. It's freaking me out. I don't know what goes there. Oh, I know what goes there. Okay, we're good. Sorry. No foil out of 7th edition at all yet. We're 11 packs in. The trophy? Oh, the trophy's still kicking, man. Yeah, 7th edition. We're 11 packs in the box. We have not touched one foil yet. Not a one, which means we are overdue. There's the trophy. It's literally got a little dust on it just because it's been sitting here for so long. I should just get a hydraulic press and crush this thing and destroy it. Just move on. I thought that would be incentive to pull it, but I guess it still doesn't want to show up. I know. I'm not either, man. Shit. All the boxes I've pulled over the years, like I can't believe I haven't gotten one. Just one. Yeah, right. That should be that. You're right. That probably should be the winning song. Hot Hands. Good morning. Purple's Ponder will be named new king of. Yeah, 100%. If it happens, though, we got teased. Was it yesterday, day before, with that Lab Maniac? That was not cool. The worst is when you get teased. I'll pin up this just for shits and giggles. 30th anniversary pack. Someone wants to hunt for a Black Lotus. What is the Black Lotus going for in the 30th anniversary edition? Like $5,000 probably. Retro probably more. $3,000. Retro 5, yeah. My lab man. I'm gonna frame it and remember the whole chat holding their breath. I know. I mean, I still have a good decent amount of little Russian boxes. I got a couple Italians left. I gotta find some more English ones though. I might have a line on some, but I'm still waiting to hear. That's how I feel stinking. It's like if I pull the ponder, I turn the show off, and you just never see me again. I just walk into the sunset, and Jason never comes back. It would kind of be fitting. Yep. That's probably like a $300 card. I think it's in that range. But honestly, if I pulled it for myself, I would never sell it. It would be a keeper forever. Cookie Mama, what's up? We're going to do 3 Commander Legends. We can do that. I hope we never pull it. Cookie Mama. I kind of feel the same way, though. Because it's like, once you pull it, it's going to be like, well, now what? Banned. No, he's just on the game changer list for now. That's the first warning. All bottoms. It's just a game changer. How's it going, Cookie Mama? All right, Cookie Mama, let's see. Let's see what we can do with this. Come on now. The armaments, the stone, and your victimize. That's Will. Uncommon familiar, rare again, and your foil common Slith Ascendant. How's it going, Jay Biscuits? What's going on, buddy? I see you got a little stack there. Let's go with the Flight, the Sage, and the Blade. Court of Ire. I love the courts. Malcolm. Nadir, and your foil common Seraph of Dawn. All right, let's see. The Will, the Raiders, nice 3 visits. We always take those as uncommons. And a Court of Grace. Rare Jared, triple rare pack Lathiel, and your foil rare opposition agent for your quadruple rare pack from Commander Legends. Now, that is a very nice hit in the close there. Value wise, that op agent saved you a lot. That and the 3 visits actually was fantastic. Great. Great. Good stuff. Good stuff. Awesome. Okay. Cookie Mama, thank you. Okay. Good pulse. Good pulse. All right, biscuits. All right, biscuits. We got 4 Tarkir Omegas, and we got 4 MH3 collectors. Let's do that. Let's do exactly that. Let me. Can I reach these? Maybe. Let's see. 3. And move these over so I can reach them. Maybe. There we go. MH3. Do I have a box open? That's the question. I feel like we just killed one, but I don't remember. I'm gonna go with new box for MH3. Yep. Ooh, I'm almost out of these. Shit. All right, biscuits. Where would you like your 4 MH3s from, bud? L25, 25s. Gotcha. Okay, that's a lot. 2 and 5. 2. Then we got 6, then 5. Okay. Let's do. What do you think? What do you want to do first? Tarkir or MH3? Your pick. Tarkir or MH3 first? Tarkir first? Okay. Brownies are fantastic. Regular brownies. Talking about regular brownies. Oh wow, it's already 7:15. Holy crap! Where'd the morning go? Jesus. Okay. I do. I got to work all weekend. Like I said, the ironic part is like this is the perfect weekend for me to take like the entire weekend, long weekend off, and I'm working every day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Well, it's so I can take the rest of the next week off. I'll be off for the next week. Here we go. Borderless Foil Prowler, Borderless Village, Borderless Thunder of Unity for your saga, Borderless Commander Mythic Sib Sig Champion, and your foil rare Dragonclaw. Hawks? Hawks? No Hawks. No Hawks. Oh, I'm sorry, Cookie Mama. I'm sorry. Oh, I've been there. I'm sorry. That sucks. Combat cards. Good morning. All right, here we go. Biscuits. Borderless Foil, Sib Sync Ceremony, Borderless Regent, your Flip Dragon, Borderless Honored Dead, Borderless Commander, Afterlife from the Loam, and your foil Mythic Call the Spirit Dragon. Hawks? Any Hawks? No Hawks. Yeah, so sorry, Cookie Mama. Come on. One time, serialized Mox Jasper. One time. Borderless Foil, Teamer, Battle Crier, Showcase, Mythic, Stormscale Scion, Borderless Siege, Borderless Commander, Bone Devourer, and your foil, Rare Priest. And a foil, Mountain Eye. Very, very nice Dragon Eye right there. Hawks? No Hawks. No Hawks to give to you. Spaghetti Sauce Bikini Wrestling. That sounds like a good time. Oh, they had clearance collector packs? I didn't know that. Borderless Foil, Inevitable Defeats. Borderless Honor Dead. Borderless Light Shatter. Borderless Commander Afterlife from the Loam again. And your foil rare Storm Shell. Hawks? Come on, Hawks. Any Hawks? No Hawks. I'm still waiting for all the big box stores to put their Final Fantasy on sale. No one has. They're all say coming soon. It's like, dude, it's coming out in like 2 weeks. Like, when's it going to be for sale? And the second they go on sale, they're going to be sold out. You know that. Like, people are going to go in and scoop as much as they can. It's going to be a mess. All right, MH3, Justice, the Monk, your Swamp, Retro Meltdown, Retro Foil Narrative, Foil Rare Lealia, Commander Ulamog's Dreadshire, Borderless Jet Medallion, love those. Borderless Argent Deus, and your etched Mythic Brea, Ethereum Shaper. Gorgeous card. Absolutely gorgeous card there. Absolutely gorgeous card there. That is Lady Gaga, right? They're crazy for Final Fantasy. But like, it's funny is if you go on like the Best Buy website, they still have like Omega boxes on pre-sale for like $40, but they're not for sale yet. So it's like, what the hell are they doing? Stomp. Planes, Retro Ember Mage, Retro Foil Channeler, Foil Rare Jet Medallion. Those are always very nice. Borderless Commander Mythic Undertaker, Borderless Flare of Duplication, Borderless Mythic Grist, and your Retro Foil Mythic Shadow of the Second Sun. Cool card there. Save some pack wrappers for me. Oh, I'll do my best. I'll do my best. I should be able to. Who won the Gideon did. You won it for $10. It's the Australia, mate. The Insight. Island, Retro Discharge, Retro Foil Victimize, Foil Rare Null Drifter, Borderless Commander Madeira, Borderless Mythic Birthing Ritual, Retro Flare of Duplication, and your Borderless Foil Guide of Souls. Like I said, I think those videos will start popping up. I'm trying to get ahead on my videos, like I said. So right now I'm actually like 3 days ahead on videos that are all scheduled, ready to go. I'm trying to do that. So if I had to, we want to take a break for a couple days, I can. Retro Apprentice, Retro Foil Discharge, Foil Mythic Grist, Borderless Commander, Temple of Mayhem, Portrait Philia, Retro Windswept Heath, very, very nice. Finally get a fetch land in your Retro Foil Kudo, King Among Bears. Man, that was not very fetch land friendly, was it? We got one. Some good hits in there for sure. Thank you, J Biscuits. Good hits in there for sure, but I want to see more fetch lands. Those Philias are nice. It's a nice card. Biscuits.
These are cats with wings. When I was a teenager in Tijuana, I had some pussy with wings.
I just realized what time it was. So you know what? I kind of have to start the last call. So if you guys want to jump in, please grab something now, and then I'll finish up the queue, and that'll be it. Because I just realized what time it was. Kegel. L3. 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, I'll give it about 1 minute if you guys want to jump in, then I'll put the sign up. Then I'll have to finish up. Best of luck, Kegel. Best of luck, brother. Merfolk, we got together the Gates, the Moradin. It's like Jesus Christ. Encyclopedia Forest, Reed J, Duodrone, Chef, Etch Thief, Foil Rare Adventurer, Borderless Mythic Clan Crafter, Borderless Kinder Discovery, like that one, Etched Lazael, Borderless Ancient Bronze Dragon, and a Borderless Foil Gale's Redirection. It's a dragon. For Kegel. That'll do it, man. Very, very nice. Ancient Bronze, Borderless, non-foil, and that Kinder Discovery. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. We'll take that pack for sure. All right, Kegel. Awesome. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where's this thing? I moved the shelves over here, so it's all a mess. I got to figure it all out eventually. All right. Sun's going up. Colton's here. Good morning, Colton. Well. Jay Biscuits. You got 4 more Tarkiers. There's 3. Hold on. I got to get another box. I got one right here. Yeah, right here. Like the new sign? Just print it out. This new sign. It's fantastic. It's the greatest sign ever. It's so incredible. There we go. Huge Omega boxes. A little unnecessary, Wizards. A little unnecessary. But you think that they would figure something else better out by now? MH3. Where to for 4 of them. Right? I think it's a good sign. It's just, just hanging on a little bit. L13, R13. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. At least 4 in there. Best of luck, man. We'll do Tarkir again first. No more purchases, please. I'm going to finish the queue, and that'll be it for the day. Right? It is. It is. I thought I lost it the other day, actually. I actually thought I lost it. I was freaking out for a minute. Patch would kill me because I told her I have to give it to her. Oh, hey. What are you? Oh, it's just a goddamn blade. Damn it. I thought it was a Mox. Showcase Blade, Borderless Waymaster, Borderless Siege, Borderless Commander Frostkite, and your foil Mythic Storm Scale Scion. Hawks. Any Hawks? No Hawks. Oh, the BBCs. Big, beautiful. I actually like that black Kokoba. I hate the fact that it's just in Japanese, though. That kind of sucks. But I like that one. Borderless. I wonder what the pull rates are going to be of those ones. Felithar, Borderless Mythic Beator, Kin to All, Borderless Corey Steel Cutter, nice Borderless Commander Training Post, and your foil Rare Nerd Heirloom. Hawks? Hawks? No Hawks. Like, do we know what yes, it is. It was a good pack. What do we know what the pull rate is? We probably have no idea for like those colored chocobos. Do we know what the pull rate is? Obviously, each one's gonna have a different pull rate, but Borderless Foil Songcrafter Mage, Borderless Mythic Beator Kin to All, very nice again. Borderless Revenants, Borderless Commander Harvest, and your foil Rare Avenger of the Fallen. Hawks, come on, Hawks. No Hawks. They're probably going to be really rare. So the focus shouldn't be getting a serialized golden chocobo. They should be just hoping you get any one of those cool variants. Oh, do they? Okay. So it's just what you prefer then? Look at that. Elspeth, Storm Slayer, Borderless Foil Mythic. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. Absolutely gorgeous card right there. And a Mythic Shiko, Borderless Fallen, Borderless Commander Forger, and your foil Rare or Regent. Hawks? No Hawks. Nice Elspeth, though. We absolutely take those all day long. Okay.
Think of yourself as a bad guy. And you are D-E-D, dead, so think about that.
Okay.
Never thought that. Fuck 'em. Why did he give you
It kind of did stink it. It's a beautiful card. It is a beautiful card. Have you pulled more Elspeths or Hawks? Honestly, it's probably close, but probably more Hawks. But I pulled a lot of Elspeths. Probably more Hawks, but only by a few. All right, MH3. First set of these wasn't incredible. Waste, Retro Foil Evidence, Foil Rare Harbinger, Borderless Commander Final Act, nice. Portrait Kirik, beautiful Chthonian Nightmare, and your beautiful Borderless Foil Jet Medallion. Very, very nice. You get a lot of medallions in these. Big, beautiful chocobos. Here we go. Analysis, Mountain, Retro Marauder, Retro Foil Brain Surge, Foil Rare Power Balance, Commander Mind Render, Borderless Monumental Henge, Retro Kappa Cannoneer, and a beautiful, beautiful Borderless Foil Bloodstained Mire. How gorgeous is that? That is nice right there. These are really nice. Okay, this box is starting to pick up a little bit. I like it. Okay. Okay, box is starting to pick up a little bit. Serialized would be fine too. We'll take one out of here. Forest, we got your Retro Levy, Retro Foil Corruption, Foil Rare Bloodstained Mire. We like fetch lands. Borderless Commander Ripper, Borderless Sapphire Medallion. Very nice. Retro Flare Fortitude, and your Etched Kirik, Son of Yawgmoth. Okay, again, we like fetch lands. Good stuff. The first 4 packs were a little light, but now they're starting to pick up in this box for sure. Okay. Hey, Biscuits, last pack magic for you, brother. Hopefully it's something crazy. Best of luck, dude. Best of luck. All right, we got your Charge Bug, the Landscape, the Dryad, black card, gold card, green card, blue card, Mountain, Retro Brain Surge, Retro Foil Evangel, Foil Mythic Nethergoyf, we like those. Etched Quorum for your Commander Mythic, Borderless Flooded Strand, we like fetch lands. Retro Iron Eater, and a beautiful Retro Foil Flare of Fortitude. Okay, not bad. Definitely some cool stuff in there, lots of fetches. We'll take it. We'll take it. Those 4 were better than the first 4, I think. We'll take it, Biscuits. We will take it. Thank you, bud. Jay Biscuit. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. All right, we got a couple more, then I got to run. We got Crumbs going to do 1 MH3 pack. Sure. Crumbs. There's 2 on the left, 2 on the right. R1. All right, here we go. Best of luck. What time do you usually get on? I feel bad I always show up right at the... No, I usually go on, it's like 6 a.m. Eastern time. It's pretty standard. 6 a.m. Eastern time. If I have work, I'm only on to like 7:30. If I don't, I'm on to like 9. Gremlins, Enchanter, your Swamp. Retro Evidence, Retro Foil Witness, Foil Rare Aether Revolt, Borderless Commander Magmarch, Borderless Fanatic of Ronus, Borderless Wheel of Potential, and in the close, your Borderless Foil Primal Prayers for Crumbs. Ask Crack of Dawn. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Mr. Crumbs. I'm going to add that to all of your beautiful TSR heading your way. Thank you, Crumbs. Nothing crazy there. I apologize. Nothing crazy. MTG Grizzly closing it out with a Core 21. All right, MTG Grizzly. What can we get in the close? Should have gotten the plays. Plays have been nice for MH3 for a while now. Earlier, you're on better deals. What's that? Yeah. MTG Grizzly, are you here? Oh, yeah. Jesse, yeah. I mean, you know, I do a pretty standard thing with packs, so it's always kind of been that way. So my goal is always to put them as cheap as I can based on, like, you know, what I try to get out of it. And I list them and I forget about them. MTG Grizzly, you bought a pack. You're up. Core 21. And this will end the show. L2. Best of luck. Well, thank you all very much. I appreciate it. You know what? I'm trying to think. So this week, actually, I probably will stream on Monday. I will be streaming on Monday. How about that? Swamp, Acolytes, Reed, Visionary, Promise, Waves, Beautiful Showcase Foil Island, Confirm, Borderless Animal Sanctuary, Foil Brash Taunter for your rare, Mythic Fiery Emancipation. We like those. Foil Mythic Fire Emancipation, nice. The Gorehorn. So you can't have Core 21 without Sad Robot. It's just law. There's always a Sad Robot. Uncommon Solidarity, and your Foil Mythic in the back, Chandra, Heart of Fire. 2 very nice Foil Mythics. We'll take it. Yeah, I realized because I'm adjusting my schedule so I won't have to go in early on Monday. So actually, yeah, I can do a stream on Monday. Well, how about that? Kind of makes up for the fact that I couldn't stream Thursday. So, oh no, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern time. MTG Grizzly, that'll work. All right, guys, I gotta run. So yeah, no, I'll be on tomorrow. I usually don't stream Mondays. I never stream Mondays because I with my work schedule. But because I'm changing it this week, I can. So that's pretty nice. Who should we raid into? That's the big question. Smite him. We're raiding Smite him. He's in there all alone, man. We gotta give him some love. Raid. Smite him. All right, guys. Have a fantastic Saturday. Hope you have a great weekend planned, and I will see you all.